that up on a just a whim. It's not like you see him weekly or anything.
No. So that was the first time I seen him in like a fucking solid decade. He just broaches the conversation with, "I got a real doll. I think I love it."
How do you? I don't know the mindset of like
you can only meet that sentence with silence. You know what I mean? And like unless you say "me too," there's silence. It's just silence.
How do you decide that I'm talking to another man and I'm going to just talk about my sex doll now?
Yeah,
I don't know how you come into that.
I'm talking to my 32-year-old son who I haven't seen in a decade, and the first thing I want to talk about is the latex fuck doll I have upstairs.
Hey, this is the inanimate object I love to come in. You want to meet her? What happens? What's wrong with you?
We're not close enough. He didn't actually invite me to meet her.
Yeah.
You couldn't even meet her.
That's what I couldn't even meet her. He couldn't even meet her.
It's like a second encounter type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She's a classy sex doll. This is not any sex doll.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Yeah, so that was awful. So I haven't spoken to him in 6 months. It's whatever.
So to all the children out there who may be estranged from your father, could be for the best. Could be for the best because
apparently they want to talk about their sex doll. You porn, you might be isolated, but you're not alone. You porn.
Nice. We switched it up. Good.
We just switched it up. We're trying to cut some ads. Big Cat's doing a great job.
We're trying to cut some ads.
We're really diversifying our portfolio here.
That's right. J Money has got somebody. We have no fucking clue who he has on the docket today.
I got a good one lined up for you guys. Okay. So let's get the intro in here. Welcome to the Lesser Known People podcast. I will be your host this evening, J Money. I'm here with my beautiful, esteemed gentlemen. I've got Sean, the Magic Carpet Ride. He's going first today. Sean, looking very dapper. He's got a horse in his background. The mustache, beard combo is looking brilliant.
Thank you.
We've got Connor, the con man. Conrad Coatrack. All sorts of nicknames for this gentleman.
All the names.
All the names. Connor has all the names.
But also all the handsome.
Connor is the most.
The handsome comes with the names, baby.
He's absolutely right.
It's a burden. It's a burden for him.
It really is. It's a curse.
We've got Ryan the Lion, Big Cat. He's got his podcast tank on just like I do. We have Kyle the Caveman, KY Jelly, in his shed.
Shed.
All right, we'll go shed.
We'll go shack because it's creepy.
Yeah.
It is in fact full of spiders. So
I do like the fact that you put up some pictures in the background, so it's a little.
The pictures were a nice touch.
It really ties it all together.
Yeah, to fake the homestead look, you know.
Yeah,
I murder people in this shack, but I also care about how it looks.
But decor is important. Decor speaks your language to the people who enter your shed.
What are those things behind you?
So this is how you know I'm married, because my wife put these in here.
Okay, all right.
You thought you needed accent.
The length of rope on a hook, that's what I put up.
Okay.
I just have to tie it into that noose, you know?
Yeah.
When it gets too much, you just got to let it fall.
You just got to, if I could stare at it as I do the podcast, it grounds me.
Right.
And just for our listeners, the noose is a metaphor for marriage. That's really what's
I will never speak ill of my marriage because she could hear this. So.
Yeah, she could. Yeah, we're gonna blow right past that.
We're gonna shoot right past that. And one more time, Pornhub. You might be isolated, but you're not alone.
There we go. Another great plug.
Here's an empty.
I'm gonna just keep interrupting with some ads in this one. See where we get, if we get any hooks.
When I need to fuck and I'm alone, I go to fuck and that's with a Q.com. Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent.
Is that an actual site? Fuck
that is, and that's where I go every single time. Like when I put hand to me, I'm going to fuck.com with a Q.
Now I'm interested. I gotta check that out.
Hey, send me that URL just for research.
It's FUQ. Fuck. Fuck.com.
I don't know. Me and Ryan are the similar on similar levels as far as making the internet work.
We're very good at the internet.
I'm not good with my letters. Can I?
I don't even know what URL stands for.
Nobody does, Justin. It's a secret.
Stop. We know we could ask our technology expert.
Connor does.
Connor, what does URL stand for?
So URL is actually not the preferred nomenclature anymore. It's actually URI.
Oh.
If we want to get super technical,
Oh.
it stands for Uniform Resource Identifier.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll believe you.
That sounds right to
I'll
me.
post on that.
With the
I'm
amount
ready
of
for it.
confidence that came forward, I believe it 100%.
Yeah.
And
You know, I lost it like halfway through it. I got the first 2 letters. The third one,
well, the identifier we all believed. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that's true."
I mean, as we all know, acronyms are very difficult.
The acronyms are difficult.
They're
They
very
are
difficult.
fucking difficult.
Yeah.
WTF LOLBBQ.
Rafflecopter.
Rafflecopter. That's how they should all end. If you
Rafflecopter.
haven't seen the Rafflecopter, you haven't lived.
Acronyms are very difficult. That's very true.
What's the Rafflecopter?
Can't even handle it.
That's not a fucking joke. What is it?
You need to look up the Rafflecopter and then take a fucking ride, baby boy.
I don't think I do. I don't want to do that.
You want to do
No,
it.
you
It's
do
not
wanna do
sexual.
that.
It's not
Yeah.
sexual at all. Just
Yeah.
enjoy yourself.
Right
No,
after
bullshit.
that, look up lemonparty.com.
No, I'm not looking. I know what lemon party
Real
is. You sick
joy
fuck. I'm not doing it.
is.
Yeah, look up lemonparty.com. I'm so funny. I'm on the internet and I'm in this.
Well, fuck, we're on the internet now. Look out.
That's right. Yeah, we're on the World Wide Web.
One more plug. 9 Crimes Wine.
I already had to like have the forced image of my dad having sex with a latex lady pushed in my head tonight.
Yeah, you know what?
Which is-
Maybe Justin gets a pass. I don't know. That's pretty fucking brutal.
Justin definitely deserves a pass after that one. That was
Gee willikers, thanks guys. Okay, you fuckers, listen up. I'm gonna be talking about a guy named Elmer McCurdy. Anyone ever heard of him?
Elmer McCurdy. No.
No.
Okay, so he pretty much did nothing his entire life.
I
Cool
like it.
story, bro.
Yep, that's it. All right, we're done. All right, see ya. Want me to do a
That's the
summation?
title of the episode, though. Elmer McCurdy. Cool story, bro.
Yeah, you want me to do a summation?
I'm gonna go ahead, plug some more advertisements, then we'll do the summation.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
do one straight hour of Ryan doing plugs, and then that's it. We'll call it.
All right, good. The whole thing's just one big, shameless, shameful plug. Okay, and like seriously, the first line in my notes is that he pretty much did nothing his entire lifetime. Yeah, he did nothing. So he was born to like a single lady in Maine, KY.
Hell yeah.
You might meet her.
So
Not that anyone we know lives in Maine because we
Nah,
don't
nah, nah.
Yeah, no.
or anything.
I am
There's-
not currently in a shack in Maine. I'm not.
no,
Fucking
there's
furthest place.
the
from
only
us.
person that lives in Maine is Stephen King. That's the only famous person. from
Yeah.
that
That's
state.
true. That's true.
Yeah, just out there getting hit by cars. Yeah,
I know that's
And
such
doing
a
cocaine.
good- That's a good fucking reference, Ryan. Thank you.
that's honestly, I is that dated though, guys? Because that was probably 23 years ago.
Hey,
Well, it's
it
relevant
happened
in
in
all the
our
fucking
lifetime.
books.
Okay,
It's fine.
okay, we'll take it. We'll take it.
It's relevant in like every, like maybe not every book, but a lot of his books.
And on that note, MindQuest. Do you feel dumb? MindQuest. For 10 minutes each day online, you can feel smarter.
You could be as smart as Stephen King getting hit by a van.
Ain't so smart now, are you?
I don't like these. I don't like these jokes. I don't like these jokes. I love Stephen King. Stephen King, if you're listening,
We
No,
love it.
it's all in jest. We all
Stephen
love
King, keep doing cocaine and writing books.
never write Eyes of the Dragon ever again, and then write everything else twice.
it. Why
Yeah,
Eyes of the Dragon? What are you, a hater?
Oh my God, this is a horrible book.
We
He knows it.
understand how
He's gotta
dogs
fucking
see
know.
the world because of Eyes of the Dragon.
I don't want to. We're not going to have this conversation. All right, Elmer
What is
McCurdy.
this? Elmer McCurdy. God
Elmer
damn
McCurdy.
it.
Elmer McCurdy.
We got real loss on that one. Elmer McCurdy. So again, he pretty much did nothing in his life. He was born to a single mother in Maine. He joined the army, and in a time where the army wasn't doing anything. It was right after the Civil War. Elmer McCurdy was pretty much an outlaw cowboy in the Old West's twilight time. So he robbed some banks, he robbed some trains, and in 1911 he was shot dead. That's it. That's his life. That's all that happened to him.
Okay, well,
Great submission.
you obviously have
submission.
something up your butt that you're about to pull out and put in front of our noses.
I've got so much shit up my butt right now.
Oh, I bet you do.
So Elmer McCurdy's real story happens after his death. So McCurdy was shot dead in and around Pawhuska, Oklahoma in 1911. This is the twilight era of the Old West. Undertaker Joseph Johnson embalmed him with an arsenic-based embalming fluid, which was used at the time to preserve the bodies for like a long time. So pretty much he didn't know, this guy Joseph Johnson didn't know when anyone was going to come and collect the body. So he embalmed him with this arsenic-based embalming fluid to keep his body preserved so that someone can come and collect the body, only so that he can get compensated. Right. So he just after money, but no one comes and claims the body. You know, his mom, who's probably long dead, Elmer McCurdy, probably good to note, was in his 30s in 1911. His mom might be dead, might be gone, might not know that he even died. Johnson refused to bury the body without being compensated for its work. And this is kind of where it all starts. In order to turn a dime, Johnson displayed the body in his funeral home. People could come in and they would pay money to just look at this dead body. So we dressed him up. He put a gun in his hand, and people came and paid money to just look at the dead.
Look out! Don't get shot.
So, I mean, it's just a funeral that people pay to go to?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I imagine it as one of those, like, just saloons on the side of some muddy street corner in the Old West in Oklahoma, where people just drive them. Like, you got a dead body to look at? I sure do, my friend. Come on in. Pay a dime. That's the way I think of it.
Or is it like, look how good we can preserve this body?
Yeah. Got us an old-fashioned funeral here. Open casket. Come on in. That's fine for a dime. If you want to check it out, that's all right.
So, yeah, there's actually pictures of McCurdy's body strung up in this funeral home, and it's kind of fucking odd. He's like, you know, like the sunken cheeks and just strung there holding the rifle and just being dead, you know.
It's the way to be.
I just want to plug another ad. Formaldehyde. If you want to preserve yourself, formaldehyde's the way to go. Formaldehyde.
He said arsenic base. God damn it, you're confusing our listeners.
I don't even know what the difference is, Sean, and I'm assuming they don't either.
Arsenic is an obvious poison for humans. Formaldehyde is whatever. It's embalming.
You're just speaking fucking Chinese to me right now.
I'm speaking in today's terms, Sean. Today's terms.
Arsenic doesn't poison kids anymore? I mean,
no.
No, but formaldehyde, how do we preserve bodies now? I don't want to have this conversation because I don't know. Forget the last ad. That was terrible.
Arsenic will kill them immediately, but keep them alive forever.
You know what? Fuck that. He's an American mummy. If you look at some of the ads about this guy, or not ads, but if you look at some of the stuff written on the internet about this guy, it does just say America's mummy, which is this guy. So,
oh my God, okay.
It's a crazy story. After he's been preserved, he's pretty much just like weekend at Burningsing it around the United States. So
got to.
In 1916, so 5 years after he had been shot, two men named Aver and Wayne come to retrieve the body, claiming to be Elmer's long-lost brothers from California. They bring a bunch of evidence. They bring a bunch of paperwork explaining that they are the brothers of this dead man. They have release orders from the county sheriff, and Joseph Johnson reluctantly gives up this body to these two men. But it turns out that Aver and Wayne are actually James and Charles Patterson of the great Patterson Carnival shows and traveling carnival out of Kansas City.
Interesting.
Yes. So the brothers actually bill him as the outlaw that would never die, which is weird because he's clearly fucking dead.
What a bunch of fucking assholes about that.
I mean, you can't die if you're already dead.
That's true. Well, I guess that's true.
That is true.
It's like a vampire.
Yeah.
No, they're undead. They're the undead.
Oh God, Sean, are you correcting everyone right now? Come on, beautiful.
Baby, I'm ready with answers here. What do you need from me?
I know.
Yeah, Sean, since when have you become KY?
Whoa, no one's trying to fill any extra large shoes around here.
I was muted. Anyway, pass that joke at my expense. So yeah, so Elmer got his body. I do have a question. Did these Patterson boys, did they pay this Johnson cat that he was hanging on his body for 5 fucking years? Did they actually pay him anything?
You never.
Actually, I have no idea. But Johnson, I'm sure he got his money's worth. He had the body for five fucking years.
Well, yeah, he was playing freaking real doll with him the whole time.
Oh God, are we saying that he fucked him?
No. I'm not saying that as much as
100% am saying that he fucked him.
He
All right,
definitely
let's-
thought
let's-
about it.
Let's back up, KY. Would you fuck this dead body?
No. Necrophilia is not my. It's not my bag. And
He's lying. He is lying to everyone. Pornhub, you might be isolated, but you're not alone. Pornhub.
Yeah, there's got to be dead body fucking videos.
Pornhub, you might be undead, but you can still jack off.
You can still jack off. Even if you might call it rigor mortis, but it's actually a hard on.
Mhm.
Pornhub.
That is actually one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard. All right, Elmer McCurdy was in the carnival until 1922. So he died 1911. His body is still floating around the Midwest in 1922 when the brothers sell his body to Louis Sonny. Louis Sonny used McCurdy's corpse in his traveling museum of crime, which featured wax Jesus. Shoot me now.
It's so good though. That could have been scripted, and you did it perfectly.
Good.
Just fucking shoot me. And fuck it. This is my third whiskey drink of the night.
And just to insert that, Grammarly. Pronounce it.
And I know
Grammarly.
KY's just a big enough dick to not cut any of that.
It was really good, dude. It was
not going
kind of
to.
perfect.
Honestly, Sean's right. It was. If you try to do that on purpose, you couldn't do it that well. I can't even imitate it. It was so well done.
Oh God damn it! Sonny used Curdy's corpses in his traveling crime museum, which features wax replicas of famous outlaws like Bill Doolin and Jesse James.
Wow.
So pretty much Louis Sonny hoard out Elmer's body. He kind of did a really weird, like it was almost like a religious pretext to it. I don't know. It's kind of strange the way he did it. So pretty much the body was strung up just the way that Lewis Johnson did. He put a gun in his hand. It's like, this is what happens when you commit crimes. You end up dead. And that's kind of all it was. But this is the point where the Elmer story kind of shifts. From here on, people forget because it ends up in this traveling wax museum. People forget that it's a fucking corpse. Like they don't actually know that it's not a wax replica.
I was kind of wondering that if all he's got is wax replicas floating around and one corpse, is his corpse like his ace in the hole, right? It's his pride, his crown jewel. Is this? I got a real body. I bought a real body. It was 11 years old when he bought it.
The collection of corpses.
I don't think he had a collection of corpses, and like in fact, all the articles I read, and excuse me from jumping outside of the box of Wikipedia, but
how dare you?
yeah,
Right.
I know.
Who do you think you are?
You know what the reference of all knowledge is.
I
That's
know.
right. Our Lord God Savior Wikipedia.
That
I know,
hotbed of reality. Yeah.
I have wandered away like the lost sheep away from our Lord God Savior.
And what did you find, son?
You will
what
be
did you
back.
find?
I found some interesting shit outside of it.
Turns out there's other fucking sources out there.
Yeah, some other shit we can read about.
So what did you find?
In 1933, so I'm not good at
Another
math.
11 years later. This is 22 years after he died.
You did that math real fast. I don't know how you. I was just talking about
That's-
how I couldn't do math. I was trying to fucking add 33 to 28. So 1928. So Louis Sonny hoarded out Elmer McCurdy's body in 1949. Up until, so he used his body for a bunch of different things. He would hoard out up until 1949. I'm sorry. My notes are a little bit skewed here. So in 1928, the corpse was part of the official sideshow of the Trans-American Foot Race. That was like one of, yeah, it's like it was like the what's that?
Dead people at a
Tour de
foot race.
France?
Not the.
My
Tour de
God, can you imagine someone throws a corpse on the fucking Tour de France? They'd be like,
It's
"No,
probably
no."
happened.
Look, there's a corpse in front of me. Yeah.
You know, it was
Like-
it was like a multi-day race back in the day. It was a multi-day race. I think it was kind of like the
Tour de France.
yeah, fuck it. It was a fucking Tour de France.
Isn't the Tour de France a bicycle race?
It was the Tour de France. It was the Tour de France, and my notes actually say, "How did you get there?" I have no idea. That's what it says.
So what's going on with McCaffrey? No,
All right.
McGreedy, Mick. What's up with this dirty Mick?
His fucking name is McCurdy.
Dirty Mick, you
Elmer
fucking
Elmer McCurdy. My friend.
McCurdy.
God.
All right, so
I
in
realized
19
I was on here with a bunch of people who fucking hated the Irish.
Yeah, I
calling
know.
out Micks.
I said, I believe in the second or third episode, the only group that we can be racist against is the whites, and the Irish are the deepest whites.
Oh wow, man, you said that like episodes ago. Wow, bro. But you gotta live that truth. You gotta live that truth.
Isn't he kind of Irish too?
I don't know.
Yeah. it was-
KY?
Yeah.
KY is like 100% German.
KY is not Irish. Have you seen his height? No, there's no way he's Irish.
Wow.
I don't know. Connor is the most Irish.
He
But
is.
He's very tall.
But Connor's the best Irish, though. He got the fuck out and was like, "We're tall. We'll go to America. It's better here."
Yeah, to be fair, if Connor went back to Ireland, they would actually crown him king. That's how
Yeah.
they think.
I think he would get a statue.
He would. That's how they work. They
When it
don't,
was in Ireland, it kind of felt like that.
yeah.
You know, people were asking me for directions, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck I am. Ethics Cathedral? Like I give a shit.
It's probably the tall one over there.
It's either the left or the right. Look for the cross.
It's the one where Jesus lives. Get out of my face.
That might be the best joke I've heard. All right, 1933. So we're looking at like 20 some years. Someone do the math for me. 20 some years after his death. McCurdy's corpse is obtained by a director named Dwayne Esper. Anyone ever heard of him? You guys are some movie buffs. Sean?
I haven't heard of that one.
Sean, you're the movie guy, man.
What do you want? I don't know who Dwayne Esper is.
I'm
Get off my nuts.
Sean, come on, bro. Come on.
I'll look him up.
Yeah, who's the fucking old guy you guys always reference? Documentarist?
Oh, Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog, yeah.
Werner Herzog.
Werner
This is
Herzog.
good, Sean.
Vanna Hazard.
Yes. Someone bit my fingers off. Yeah.
Bit my fingers off, but not as nearly as terrible as Torment of Life.
He's a director of exploitation films.
Yeah, so okay, yeah. So I have this in my notes. In 1933, the corpse is obtained by Dwayne Esper, who used it in his to promote his exploitative film Narcotic. So pretty much what this guy does, he takes Elmer McCurdy's corpse and he sticks it out in front of the theaters that they're playing this movie at. When people come up and they ask, like, why does his skin look like that? Why does his eyes look so sunken and gross? He's like, well, that's what drugs does.
So, what's his nuts had him for a while, for like 5 years or something. He sold him to these fucking sideshow people. They showed him to a weirder, smaller sideshow guy. And then he sold the corpse to this guy the director who makes these, would you call them exploitative films?
Yep.
Yes.
And he made the one about narcotics, which is that like, whatever it is. What's it called? Weed Mania or whatever the fuck it was.
He made marijuana.
No.
A movie with an H.
Wow, he made a mistake.
Yeah, I'm telling you, buddy.
No, I mean, it was in the same vein as Reefer Madness.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And he's using a fucking body out front to get asses in the seats?
But this was also like the early 20th century where like doctors were still prescribing people heroin.
Prescribing things that were...
You got ghost in your blood. You should do some cocaine.
And honestly, all of us here would have been doctors if you could just get away with prescribing people cocaine and heroin. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of us would have been doctors because it would have been, you have pain right now? Have you tried cocaine? I'm going to prescribe you cocaine. Give it a
I have not. You will? That's amazing. I will try this.
Have you tried the most powerful pain reliever has ever been invented? Just do a little bit of heroin.
Just do a little bit of heroin.
I'm going to prescribe you just a little bit. On your actual prescription note, you just write just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Down to the pharmacy, just a little bit. I know exactly the amount.
It comes with
It's
a
just a
little
little
jar.
like diagram of like the fingers so close together.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a drop it, not a tincture. Little hand, little fingers really close together.
just a dollop, really.
It's
you know.
much. No, early 20th century, we all would have been fucking doctors. You did not have to do fucking
Snake venom doctors.
Yeah, no question. We all would have been doctors. Just, oh yeah, absolutely. I know the snake venom technique.
All right. So Dwayne Esper used it to promote his films. That's the last thing we left off on. After Dwayne Esper used it, went back to Louis Sonny. Louis Sonny died in 1949. The corpse was placed in storage in L.A. In a warehouse. In 1964. So the body's been sitting around for a while. Big jump.
Big jump.
Are you serious?
I'm
53
dead. I'm dead serious.
years. The body, I get it. It's got an arsenic-based retention, like keeping it cool system going inside of it. But 53 years, this corpse is still manageably moved around and used.
Yes.
Jesus
So it's placed in L.A. warehouse. Sonny's son Dan lends the corpse to David Friedman, who makes a film in 1967 called She Freak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. It just sounds hot.
It sounds
Oh, beautiful, honest answer. So that's it. He just uses it somewhere in the film.
It's an exploitation horror film that was actually a remake of a 1932 attempted horror film called
Nothing is new. Nothing is new.
Nothing's
Right? Fucking
new.
something original.
We've been
Jesus
doing
Christ.
remakes since 1932. I just want the audience to know that.
It's the 60s. Things go around in fads, 20, 30 years. I don't know. They're doing what they can, okay? They weren't smoking enough weed or doing enough acid.
Reaper madness.
I would like to point out one point is that this thing was in storage for fucking 20 years, whatever it was. And his son, quote unquote, then just has the body. Can you imagine if the son didn't know it was in there?
Oh yeah.
When his dad
sure.
finally passes away and he's like, oh fuck, they clean that storage unit out. Let's wait 10 years, this is fine. And he just creaks open a fucking wardrobe or whatever and this thing just falls out on him. I mean, there is not enough acid and weed in the world to make me fucking recover from that. Holy shit.
No question. You are damaged.
I think they don't know it's a dead body at that point.
No, they don't. They don't have
They
no
think
idea.
it's like a
dead
wax
body.
statue.
They
Yeah,
actually think it's a wax statue at that time.
Yes, they think it's a wax replica of a dead body. A poor wax replica of a dead body, actually. So there's a point where this thing's on display, and the people that view it say it's too unrealistic, too not like a real body, shouldn't be displayed anymore.
It is telling when you're the actual thing and you're not good enough to be the real thing. That's a fucking nightmare.
Welcome to Hollywood, Elmer. You're not good enough, baby.
Yeah.
You're too authentic.
Oh, get out of here, Elmer. Oh my god.
Maybe you should go to New York.
Do a fucking one-man thing off Broadway, whatever.
Actually, along the way, Elmer McCurdy's body starts losing like toes, fingers.
That makes sense.
He loses his nose along the way.
Oh god.
Yeah. So 1964.
So we're at 53 years dead.
53 years dead.
Yep.
1964. Dan Sonny, Louis Sonny's son, lends the corpse to David Friedman, who's in his movie She Freak, which you can actually see on the internet right now. If you wanted to look it up, you can actually see Elmer McCurdy's body on the big screen, making shit happen, bringing in box office tickets. So that same year, 1964, Dan Sonny sells the corpse along with a couple other wax figurines he has to a guy named Spoonie Singh.
Of course. Fucking Spoonie.
Do you know who it is?
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
He's just a classic Spoonie.
That's a fucking name, though.
Well, I mean, Sean, you live in L.A. Spoonie Singh is the owner of the Hollywood Wax Museum, which is still around today.
Yeah. That's on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah. Okay, so now at this time, no one knows that he's a fucking corpse. They all think he's just a wax dummy. So while on display at the Hollywood Wax Museum, Elmer's body sustains damages. So, like, he's lost, like, some fingers, some toes. I believe his nose and, like, some of his lips have fallen off at this point. Spoonie Singh decides that his body looks too fake to put on display. So he throws him in his basement. He's just kind of holding on to him. He's just like, he puts all the other bad wax replicas in the basement as storage. And in 1976, the body is placed in the Laugh in the Dark Funhouse.
Where the fuck is this at?
In L.A.
Okay.
Why not? I mean, you got a lot of dead bodies.
Oh yeah, we're fucking weird and
Yeah.
creepy out here.
They're out there. You just got to see them.
LA is the place to store them. It definitely is. Those were really good jokes.
I
Do
don't
you
know
like
anything
the,
about LA.
Do you like the Smiths or Morrissey? Like, oh my god.
What's in it now? How can you say the wrong way? I am.
This shit is going off the rails real fast.
Dude, every girl I've
That was
met
a
in
pretty
LA
good Morrissey.
loves the Smiths.
Yeah, they do, dude. There's something
Dude.
wrong. There's something wrong
All
with
of
them.
Shoplifters of the world, unite and take over. I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good.
You get it. I know you get it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good Morrissey voice.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan, I have to say you have the best singing voice. Of
Yes,
all.
you do.
It's true. Haunted bluesman voice.
I was really trying to nail that Morrissey. I don't know if we got it or not.
So back to Elmer, I think we've kind of figured out that the body, people have kind of forgotten that this is an actual body decades ago. So 1976 rolls around. This is 66 years after he's died. That's how hard it is for me to do math.
Connor's doing finger stuff. Oh.
This is a long time after he's died.
65 years.
So that you're fucking better than I am, my man. So a film crew is using. So he goes to this fun house in what's called the Pike Amusement Park. Is that still around, Sean?
Yeah, there's scraps of it still around, but it's not like a thing you can actually, do or go into anymore.
Okay, so the Pike Amusement Zone used his body in one of their attractions, and they wanted to film a movie in this thing, and they found this body. His body was actually strung up by a noose. And it was one of those things I think you like ride in a cart through or you walk through. One of those things. It's kind of, I don't really actually know how you went through the thing, but his body was pretty much just used as a prop in this thing, as kind of like a circus sideshow. And they wanted to film a movie there, and one of the crew members found this body, and they were trying to move it. And when they moved it, the arm fell off. God. And when the arm fell off, he noticed bone and sinew and was like, "Oh shit, this is a real fucking body."
Oh my god! Wow. I know there's some sort of cap here coming, but like, dude, this Elmer guy died 1,000 times. You know what I mean? He died when he was put in the coffin. He died. He was hanging in a noose. He died. It's like just fucking constant staging of his death over and over, or a death for him over and over again.
Is that the parallel of this particular lifetime where you died and you die, or in this gentleman's case, you died and you keep fucking dying?
Yeah,
there is a lot of death going on.
I think there's kind of like a very powerful thing about Elmer McCurdy. Like, he was billed originally by these guys, the Patterson Traveling Carnival, as the outlaw that would never die, and certainly he never really died. He just
died,
kept on being this human being trapped in this dummy's body or waxed body or whatever you want it to be. But what's actually, after his death, they reached out to the family of Elmer McCurdy and they gave him a proper burial. So he does have a tomb and a burial in Tahuska, Oklahoma. But it's crazy that his corpse just traveled the United States from Oklahoma to Kansas City back to California, and then from California to Oklahoma, where he was finally buried. But just imagine being that ghost, following that body around.
Yeah. To be in a fun house, hanging and be like, I have been dead so fucking long already. Yeah. Not like if he died in nature, right? Like, the earth would, things they would get eaten and he would decompose and he'd be done. But it's like, you can't fucking imagine. His ghost is like, I'm in the fucking storage unit. Let me the fuck out of here. Somebody put me somewhere in the ground. Let me do something else.
But
he died 1,000 times, but he never died at the same time. It's an incredible dichotomy, like, really.
Yeah, well, like, he's a guy, he's born under some shitty circumstances. Like, being born in the 1800s with just a mother and not a father kind of puts him on tilt to begin with. And then he travels down, I feel kind of a tie to this guy because we're kind of similar, right? Like, I was born to a single mother, and I joined the military, and he joined the military, and he was left to nothing after the military but to commit crimes, and his life was extinguished really early in 1911, 30 years after he was born. And his body went around just traveling the United States, doing crazy shit. He was, to be honest, like, Elmer McCurdy was in movies after his death. He is the real life Weekend at Bernie's. He is that man.
I wanted to know what movie it was that they found him on the set, and it was actually The $6 Million Man.
Well, he was. Oh, okay. So you looked that up?
They went to the Laugh to shoot a scene, and they moved a prop man, and the fucking arm fell off.
Right. Okay. So that's the guy. Yeah. So $6 Million Man, and he was in a movie called She Freak.
Oh yeah, that's what you said earlier. Yeah. So he is fucking extremely well known for a fucking dead guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like, in his life, he accomplished almost nothing but committing crimes. But in his death, it's almost like one of those like if he had rubbed a magic lamp. Like, I want to be famous for something, and then the genie is like, I got you, dog. It's not gonna work out in your favor.
Yeah. It's like some terrible Disney parable about wishes. Just
right.
So he was in his 30s when he died?
Yes.
And then he traveled around, became famous, and lived this entire second life as a corpse, far longer than his original life ever was.
Yeah. So the life that I explained after his death far exceeds the life he lived.
Because his corpse longevity was probably what? I mean, that was, if not 30 years, it was close to 40, right?
Yeah, well, close to 60. Don't ask me to do the math, Connor.
Yeah, 60 is good.
60 is good. So if he was killed in 1911, and then they were shooting the $6 Million Man in the 70s.
In 1976, so it would have been 65 years.
65 years. So his post-mortem life was 65 years. I mean, it's essentially double.
Twice as long, yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. I say we do the one last thing we can. I'm sure his corpse was, I hope to God, finally laid to rest somewhere. Send his fucking toe or something to the moon. Only place he hasn't been at this point.
Yep.
Just send it.
Definitely, you send the corpse toe to the moon.
It's actually kind of a sad story for this guy. He growing up with a single mother in Maine in the late 1800s, and then doing what any guy would do if he, had no basis, kind of like I did, just joined the military. And then he used what he learned in the military. I didn't really cover this early on, but he used what he learned in the military. He was a demolitions expert. He was a bomb guy.
Oh, shit.
He used that to rob banks, to rob trains, and of course he was shot to death by the police.
Wait, what did they use for explosives back in the day? Like nitro?
I have no fucking clue. I have no idea.
Dynamite. You use dynamite. You put your bandana up. Here we go. Gonna blow up this bank.
So he was shot to death by cops. Because I was going to ask who actually shot him. I assumed it was. I actually didn't. I didn't think it was cops. So that was. Like
He was shot to death by the sheriff. Kyle, pay attention to the story.
Who shot the sheriff? Yes.
It wasn't him.
That was
It wasn't
Not
actually
him.
Yeah,
was-
actually, no one shot the sheriff. The
Yeah.
sheriff shot him.
That's what I think about the guy that found this that found Elmer McCurdy. Like, how surprised would you be? You're just moving fucking props around. Oh
Horrified.
shit!
I mean,
This prop's got actual skin and bones inside of him.
Yeah.
it would be that realization of like, oh, the arm fell off. Like, you know, a prop guy, I'm sure, person, whoever, it would be like, you know, you're moving wax people and all these other shit and blah, blah, blah. You'd be like, this looks like a bone. Oh, that is a bone.
Oh fuck, this ain't right.
Oh, fuck, this guy's fucking real? Are you kidding me? This is a real fucking dead guy you have? Like, that like 30 seconds of realization would be fucking horrifying.
Excuse me, sir.
I mean, it would take a long time for that to take effect because it's just like, oh shit, did I just fuck up?
Yeah.
My boss is gonna rip my ass for this one.
Yeah, I don't want to be in trouble.
To that
Like-
note, you're definitely doing the it might fall off, but you're like, wow, that looks really realistic. Wow, holy shit, they got
Yeah.
some real.
Is this the new mannequin they got in? This the new
Wow,
model?
it's so hot over here. This shit's crazy.
It's
Looks,
really real. I'm gonna jack him off later.
yeah, I'm gonna jack off this realistic.
That's the first place. That's like,
That
you're
was
like,
my
this guy looks real. Let's jack him off immediately.
Oh,
Yes.
he thinks he's real. Let's jack him off to make sure he's not real.
See how real he is. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask how we haven't even broached the topic of fucking dead bodies yet. I was gonna ask.
We broach fucking dead bodies, but the question is, how big was Elmer's dick?
Oh God,
Dude,
always.
I'm sure
Honestly, we know it was
You know
fucking huge.
Elmer
We know it was huge.
Elmer might have been a shithead about he's alive, but in death he had a fucking huge cock.
Yeah, he
It
probably
was
had
That
way
rigor
too
mortis,
hard.
baby.
that rigor mortis on that dick. If he had rigor mortis on the dick and he was just perpetually fucking hard, every woman was riding fucking Elmer.
I will say as a final point, after McCurdy's body was discovered, they did give him a proper burial in Oklahoma. So he does have a final resting place. And as much as he was probably a thief and a rapscallion in his living days, as much you make mistakes as a living man, you still deserve respect as a dead man.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And 65 years later, he did get it, and that is important. That is
Yeah.
important.
I do think that's like a really interesting point, for like maybe like a metaphysical point. You know, you have a guy that was born into shitty circumstances and lived his life under the umbrella of shitty circumstances, and then paid for it after death, being this fucking prop.
Yeah.
You know, his body was used as a fucking sock puppet everywhere it went, and until its discovery in 1977, he was just a lost son of some family somewhere. And once he was found to be a corpse in this fucking fun house, they did actually give him a proper burial in Oklahoma. So
Yeah.
it is good to note that. All jokes aside, he might have done some fucked up shit as a living human being, but he did get his burial and his eulogy, if not here on the Lesser Known People podcast.
I think it stands as good as any as a
We
eulogy.
definitely give praise to those who deserve it, and that's what we do on this show.
Yeah, it's primarily educational.
I mean,
That's right.
honestly,
That's
if
right.
if like 100 years after I die, a random group of like 4 people talk about my life, I'd be very honored.
Connor, if you die before me, I'm going to use your body in so many props.
That's right.
Yes.
No idea.
That's all I want. Just write some like hidden messages on my body, and then just like put me somewhere where no one would ever find me.
I've
And, like,
already
my
taken
life
out-
will be a complete mystery.
I know. I mentioned before that we should send our friend Elmer to the moon because it's the only place he hasn't been. On that same note, the rocket ship should be dipped in whatever they dipped him in that lasted forever, because apparently the shit's fucking indestructible, and it will survive space flight and re-entry.
I think
It'll be the Elmer Space Station. Let's do it. Let's honor this guy. Visit our Patreon, send money, we'll get him there.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We
That's
should have
true.
set
Send
Elmer's
Elmer.
toe dipped in arsenic on like Voyager 1
Should have been.
out to like the outer edges of the solar system.
Definitely.
I want to believe.
I really feel bad for this guy, man. Like he didn't really do a whole lot with his life, but he fucking made it to the big show. He made it to the big show after death.
You made it to the Lesser Known People podcast.
That's right, baby.
That's the true afterlife. That is the true afterlife.
Which is really the highest honor one
It
can
is.
hope
Really
to
is.
achieve.
Is-
You know,
and-
if you make it to our podcast, you